What's poppin', all stars? Welcome back to my channel. It's DAMNSHEJAMAICAN, your biggest and brightest shining star. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Jupiter in Pisces. Gang gang. Okay, so Jupiter in Pisces. This is the video you guys have all been waiting for. Okay, Jupiter in Pisces. I have this placement. I have Jupiter conjunct my Venus, and it is in the house that it's exalted in, which is the 4th house. Okay, so I have a lot to say about this placement, hence kind of why I took a little bit longer to make this video, because I just really wanted to make sure I've gained all of the experiences so far up until making this video, so I can bring you guys the real deal reading. Okay, so Jupiter in Pisces. First, we're going to talk about what Jupiter represents in the birth chart. All right, so when you think about astrology and you think about all these planets and what they mean, when you have a conscious awareness of your Jupiter, Jupiter is the planet, it's the influence in your life that keeps you experiencing the same kind of trait or the same area in life. So when you have Jupiter, when you understand the nature of Jupiter, you begin to see that Jupiter is all about higher wisdom, because after learning and developing those same things over and over, you begin to start to gain some kind of wisdom in that certain trait or area in life. So Jupiter represents higher learning, wisdom, expansion, philosophy, being able to gain a lot of experience, being the teacher. Jupiter is going to teach you a lot in your life, because this is where you're going to develop your sense of knowing, your sense of morality, your sense of how you connect with how you connect with higher wisdom and information. Okay, so that's what Jupiter represents. And Jupiter being in the sign of Pisces, Jupiter rules Pisces. So having Jupiter in the sign that it rules, you are going to be the type of person that deals with a lot of experiences in your life. You know how to connect to the collective conscious, because when we talk about Pisces, we're talking about the whole. We're talking about the subconscious realm. We're talking about the feelings. We're talking about the wide ocean, and everybody's thoughts and emotions being in that realm. That's how I look at the sign of Pisces. Being able to deal with all 12 of the zodiac signs, going in opposite direction, being able to be mutable, being able to go in and out of time and space. So when you think of Jupiter in the sign of Pisces, you're going to get a type of person that is very spiritual, a type of person that likes to develop their spirituality, a type of person that they derive their sense of wisdom from how they connect to other people. So when you have Jupiter in Pisces, you're going to find that you're the type of person that is very much easygoing, and you're very sympathetic and empathetic to other people. You're the type of person that can feel the vibes very well, because Jupiter in the sign of Pisces is going to give you a lot of experiences that show you a lot about people and who they truly are. Because when you understand people's emotions from a very raw and deep level, that's what Jupiter is going to teach you in the sign of Pisces, because it's about expansion. So when you place Jupiter here in this home sign, it's going to be able to tap into everything and everyone. These are the type of people that are very susceptible to change depending on who they're around, depending on the mood, depending on their environment, So Jupiter also representing travel and representing, being able to connect with people on a global level. Here in this placement, you're going to be the type of person that can get along with anybody. You're going to be the type of person that can meet someone for the first time and just people find a kindred spirit within you. Because Jupiter in Pisces, I've noticed about this placement, you're the type of person that your soul can transcend and be into many different things, be into many different ways of expanding the mind. Because Pisces doesn't have boundaries, and that's why Jupiter likes to be in the sign of Pisces, because it can just expand and not care. It could talk to a bum on the street and find a sense of brotherhood or sisterhood with that person. You could talk to a rich person and look at them like they're just like everybody else. That's what Jupiter in Pisces represent. You're the type of person that can connect with anybody, and you love to connect with people. You like to talk to people about how you see the world, you know, and you like others to be able to have this kind of openness with you as well. Jupiter in Pisces is a very beautiful placement. If you have this placement, you are very lucky. Jupiter rules luck. So when you have this placement, you're the type of person that you notice that because you have this mutable energy to you, a lot of the energies in your life, a lot of situations, a lot of your blessings come at ease. You may go through a lot of experiences, especially if your Jupiter is afflicted, you know, meaning that there's some planets it's in a relationship with that it may make it more difficult for this energy to express itself in a more cohesive way. But when you have Jupiter in a sign of Pisces, this is going to be the type of person that you are very much into learning about what the meaning of life is all about, you know. And you may not be super fanatic about it like some people with this placement, but for the most part you have this like humbleness, like approach to knowing that we're all connected. You know, Jupiter in Pisces is very spiritual, and when you think of spirituality, you have to think of it as far as totality. You have to think of it as far as us all being connected, you know. And what does the stars mean? What does the trees mean? What does the cement mean? You know, what does metal mean? You know, what are all these properties? You know, that is spirituality. It's about getting to know thyself first, you know, and seeing, damn, gosh, how do I relate to my surroundings? How do I relate to these people? So when you have Jupiter in the sign of Pisces, this is what you are here to do. You're here to just experience life with no sense of you know, your mind can go, your mind can go wherever. You can try at least one thing just to say you've done it, because you can just gain the experience. And Jupiter is going to constantly keep doing this in your life, where your mental capacity for wisdom and for the things that you can accomplish will continue to expand. So it's very important to know which house you have your Jupiter in. You know, it's gonna show you the area in life where you are more compassionate, you know, the area in life where you're more even creative. You know, Jupiter in Pisces is a very creative sign. I know people that have Jupiter in Pisces that don't think they're creative, but you know, creativity derives from many different things. Everything in life is creation. Everything in life to me is a flower, you know. So when you think of Jupiter in Pisces, this is what I want you guys to remember when you come back to this video, or just taking this from this right now. Jupiter in Pisces is going to be the type of person that sees life as beautiful, sees life, even though they've been through shit, they still have optimism. They still, if you have $1 in your account and you have Jupiter in Pisces, you are happy. Like you are just, you have a way of finding peace within life. You know, you have a way of finding peace within your spirituality. You know, how you connect to your higher self, how you connect to philosophy and others. Jupiter in Pisces is the type of person, like I said, is very creative, even though you don't think you are, because the sense that, just the simple fact that you can connect on an emotional level with people and be able to connect with everyone's emotion, be able to tap into the subconscious realm and be able to connect with other people's thoughts and feelings, know where other people are coming from, being able to pick up on these vibes, being able to know when something's right or something's wrong, you know, depending on what scale you're on. But for the most part, Jupiter in Pisces is a very beautiful placement, because your creativity comes from you and your wisdom and the things that you've learned, you know. So when you make music, or you make a video, or you create a song, or write, or you build something, or you put something together, or you pick certain groups of friends that you want to hang out with. Because just even planning something to get together, you have to know, okay, maybe I shouldn't invite that friend because that friend ain't gonna kick it too well with that friend. That's all using your creative mind. And because you are able to tap into people and maybe you just know the vibes of people, you know how to put shit together. And so Jupiter in Pisces is a very lucky placement because you are able to go through life and develop a lot of experiences, be in certain places at certain times, and be able to learn certain things that you needed. Jupiter in Pisces is a type of person, if you have this or this energy, you know that things aren't a coincidence. You know, if certain people come into your life, you know the purpose of it. Even if it takes you a while, because Jupiter is about expansion, you know, even if it takes a while to maybe go through that scenario over again, or just even if it don't take a while and you just, okay, that happened to me, I already know. Jupiter is all about the things that, you know, sometimes I look at Jupiter as kind of like a planet or an influence that gives you this sort of, I've done this before, or it's kind of like it's something you want to keep expanding on. So when you think of Jupiter and expansion, the energy is there and you're aware of it, but you expand on it. So Jupiter in Pisces, expand on your spirituality, gain wisdom in connecting with what is going on around you and tapping into your own spiritual development, because Pisces is a very spiritual placement or sign. This is a very spiritual placement. So it's important to connect with your higher self. If you have Jupiter in Pisces, you have the gift to do so. You know, when anybody has Jupiter in Pisces, I kind of just think of it like you can tap into many worlds. You could tap into, you know, a lot of people are oblivious. They just think, they don't even know about the dimensions. They don't even know that there's a fourth dimension, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, a eighth, and a ninth. People aren't consciously aware of that. If you have Jupiter in Pisces, your knowledge and your wisdom and how you take in information, the things you go through, you're going to be able to come across this information somehow, because your mind is going to be able to expand to those realms where you're aware of other entities, of other life forms in this same reality. Jupiter can take you from this same reality. If you have this placement, you're in the third dimension, but it can tap you into the fourth very well with this placement. I think Jupiter in Pisces also has this need to escape. You know, shout out to me for making a song about being free and also living my life and feeling the need to escape. I'm gonna drop the links to my music in this description, so make sure y'all check it out. But for the most part, Jupiter is going to be the type of influence that just gives you just this huge sense of wanting to just go further and wanting to really gain the knowledge and wisdom as far as what it is it's trying to accomplish. But like I was saying, Jupiter has the need for escapism, because in this placement, having the capability of wanting to expand and wanting to feel like maybe you're not here, because all of these emotions on Earth, there's a lot of chaotic energy on this planet, and Pisces and Earth, yeah, they don't go together, you know. So the Piscean realm and the Jupiterian energy, you know, the planet Earth falls in Pisces, so it doesn't like this energy. And I've done the Earth series. Thank you for being one of the coolest astrologers ever for making an Earth series. Please go check that video out, and please help me if you have Jupiter in Pisces to expand the knowledge of the Earth sign. If you're already into the Jupiter sign, I hope you have not skipped over the Earth sign. Okay, so falls here, you know, Piscean people, they like to escape. They don't like to feel like they're here, so they may smoke a lot of weed, they may dabble into drugs and alcohol, you know, they may even smoke cigarettes or whatever, just anything to tap them into the fourth dimension, you know, tap them into another realm. You know, people with Jupiter and Pisces may have done LSD, you know, may have tripped, may have seen the spiritual realm, may have know what it's like. You know, these are the type of people that just have a very type of hippie conscious to them. You know, they're very consciously aware of nature and their surroundings and just everything. You know, when I talk about just the overall temperament of life and its natural rhythms, you know, Piscean here, because it's the fish, it swims in these waters. You know, Jupiter in Pisces is going to expand this constant need of wanting to feel good. You know, Jupiter in Pisces is a placement that likes pleasure. I would say that, in my personal opinion, whether it's through spirituality or whether it's just through escaping through drugs and alcohol, by making you feel like, you know, you're more attuned with something. You know how drugs and alcohol make y'all feel. Let me not get into this. But yeah, so this could be it. But this does not resonate for everybody, you know, with Jupiter in Pisces. You know, there could be other things going on in your chart. You could have started life out like that, or you could have ended up getting more into these things of wanting to feel good and escape. But escapism comes in all different shapes and forms. It doesn't just have to be through drugs and alcohol. You know, it could be through working out or just working, you know, having a job that makes you feel like you're on top of the world. And so that's your form of escape. You know, I've definitely seen Jupiter in Pisces play out in that manner. So Jupiter in Pisces is type of energy where you are going to be super spiritual. I'm just going to say it. But this spirituality can also lead you into lostness. You know, it could lead you into not truly knowing and wanting to connect with everybody and everything. You know, I think when you have a lot of even Piscean energy, but especially Jupiter in Pisces, because it's taking this energy and it's expanding it. So when you have Jupiter in Pisces, you could be, like I said, very mutable, adaptable to your surroundings and people, places. And just for the mere fact of you knowing how to connect with people very easily, you can also get lost in other people's waters. You know, you cannot know the boundaries and not know how to cut things off when it's time. Jupiter in Pisces does that. You know, they just they may come and go. It's a very aware placement. So I think that the fishiness about Pisces is the fact that, okay, I do love these people, I care about the world, I love connecting with all, but damn, I'm still myself, I still have my own emotions, I gotta filter out and I can't be around people. The fish swimming in opposite direction, that's what it's about with Pisces, and Jupiter here is going to expand that. So just know that having this placement, I always say when I talk about Pisces energy, I always mention Virgo, because it's so easy, because I think Pisces are always trying to find balance, you know. So I think just looking at the details, being practical, being critical, you know, looking at people for what they are, and not just being around people just because you feel like, oh, y'all vibe and y'all cool, but actually look at people objectively, you know, and look at what's going on. Don't just vibe in and feel what's going on, because then it could lead into a lot of time being wasted, and it could lead into just nothing really solidly being built. So I think Jupiter in Pisces is a very powerful placement. Like I said, I have this placement. I've noticed Jupiter in this sign is going to be very much a creative soul, a person that just likes to expand and explore and feel what's going on in life and have fun. Jupiter in Pisces, having this placement, I think you're gonna be a very wise person. You're gonna come off as very wise. You may have this certain demeanor to you where people kind of just like, they sense that you've experienced some shit. They just sense it. You know, I think this is true for me, but it's also true for what I've seen observing other people and doing other readings and stuff. I've definitely seen that Jupiter in Pisces is the type of person that get along with pretty much anybody, like I said. And because of this, it could cause you to use this for good or use it for bad. So Jupiter in Pisces just know how to use this power, because it's a power and it's a gift. It's definitely a gift. Would I say it's a gift and a curse? It can be, because being so attuned to people's emotions can leave you into depression, you know, and this need of wanting to escape all the time. You know, that's kind of another thing with Jupiter and Pisces. It's not so rosy all the time, you know. It's not so Neptunian, you know, the rose colored glasses. I think sometimes Jupiter and Pisces can play, because Pisces is also co-ruled by Neptune. So having this placement, you know, you can feed into illusions and delusions and other people's illusions. You could feed into other people's stories, and you can project onto other people, and other people can project onto you, because Jupiter is giving you that space to where you have no boundaries, where you could just connect with people, and it may not even make sense. It may make sense in a spiritual aspect, but it, you know, you gotta know how to separate feelings and thoughts, because sometimes your thoughts aren't yours, and sometimes your feelings are derived from what you're thinking. So I think having Jupiter and Pisces is very important, to know how to filter yourself out and filter the world out, and have open dialogue with yourself, because this placement can definitely have you trapped in your mind. Because like I said, Jupiter is all about wisdom, higher knowledge, and learning. So when you're very spiritual and you're also conscious about the world and shit, this placement can keep you either just wanting to escape all the time and just being trapped in the mind. And so there's higher and low versions of this, to where you just got to know how you want to move in life, and look to your Jupiter to teach you something. And if you have Jupiter in Pisces, it's going to teach you about the world. It's going to teach you about people, and it's going to teach you about patterns. It's going to teach you about why people are the way they are, and it's going to teach you about why people may view you the way they do, or vice versa, you know. So it's all about connecting with everything. So it's a powerful placement. So mind how you use this placement. All right, Jupiter in Pisces. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I have to say about this placement. I'm trying to think if I want to say anything else. Well, what are the secrets I want to drop out there? But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Jupiter in Pisces. If you want to comment down below to add more information, please do. Let YouTube know that you were here for this long. Let them know you like this video, so you can get recommended more videos like this that I make and other content creators make as well. So let's boost this algorithm. Smash that like button if you are new to my channel and you like this video. I hope that you then went ahead and smash the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell and turn it on, so you know exactly when I drop a new video. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this was truly helpful, because I made it with the intent for it to be so. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Mwah. Peace.